in a divorce or case or whatever, what age does a child have to be before they have a little say-so or who they would like to be with and live with? And number two, what rights do your grandparents have as far as keeping them every other weekend or what?
Okay.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
That is a good question.
First one is the age that the kid participates in the decision of where he or she goes, I guess.
That's right. The law in Georgia recently changed. I was trying to remember what year that was. I think it was about 2012. Used to in Georgia, a child that was 14 years of age could choose where he or she wanted to, which parent he or she wanted to live with. Pretty much that went. They changed that, and the judges now always have discretion over a child, and there is a set statutory list of considerations that a judge will consider when he is determining which parent should have custody of a child. However, there's also a provision in law that says any child between the ages of 11 and 14, if that child wants to have some input into which parent he or she wants to live with, they can request to see the judge or to speak with the judge, not in a testimonial type situation, but rather in chambers in the judge's conference room. Or it's quite common that the child could have an attorney appointed for him. That's called a guardian ad litem. That is an extra cost to both parents typically, but it is a good option sometimes if the child is feeling strongly one way or the other. The second question that you have about grandparents' rights is a very good question, and that is something that is ever changing in Georgia. There has been a recent case come out of the Supreme Court of Georgia that has toughened that up a little bit for grandparents. And you mentioned what rights does a grandparent have to see in the child every other weekend or so. Usually the alternating weekend schedule is reserved for parents' rights. Typically in the circuit where I am down in Dublin, usually a grandparent is looking at maybe one weekend a month, but it depends on the facts of the case, obviously, and it is not. It just depends on the particular facts of that case, and the grandparent. You have to prove that the child will be harmed if the grandparent doesn't get to see the child.